What's up, guys? I'm here. Welcome back onto our back here to the video. Today we're going to be reacting to comedy hypes. Why did Chris Tucker disappear from Hollywood? Now, shout out to comedy hypes. It's credit to all of them. This is their video. I hope they don't mind me reacting to it. I will link this video down below in the description as well as their channel, so you can check them out. But they do a lot of different comedians. They've done interviews with a bunch of comedians, so they're mostly centered on that. And the reason why I wanted to react to this because like Chris Tucker, for me growing up, it was like a star group with the Rush Hours, and and mostly Rush Hour was the first time introducing him, and I started watching some of his other movies, and he was just like he was kind of like he was a big star, at least to me at the time. And I learned a few years back that he kind of like disappeared, like he kind of like stopped appearing, and then he went broke and all these different things. And as a fan base, I really want to learn like why this happened, or like why did he start to disappear? And there's a multiple reasons why, because there are artists and comedians or whatever that disappear from Hollywood all the time. Like it happens every day. Artists disappear, artists you may never heard of, or he may have appeared up in a few movies, like just they're suddenly gone. So I want to react to this again. Shout out to comedy hype. Hopefully I'm using this again. Credit to all you. But if you guys like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share. Let me know your thoughts on a little bit of reaction. What do you guys think? And also let me know what other things you guys want to react to, more comedy stuff like this or anything else. But let's get into it.
Late 90s, Chris Tucker seemed like he was positioned to become the next leading man in Hollywood.
Yeah.
He represented an era of comedy much like Richard Pryor did in the 70s and Eddie Murphy did in the 80s. Chris Tucker ruled the late 90s. After getting paid $3 million to play Detective James Carter in Rush Hour in 1998, he got a well-deserved raise for the...
He got $3 million? Damn. I see it was kind of low for how good Rush Hour did, but he was an up-and-coming actor.
Sequel. Tucker was reportedly paid $20 million for Rush Hour 2, and he received $25 million and a percentage of the box office gross for Rush Hour 3.
Awesome.
Earning over $20 million a movie is an accomplishment very few actors can claim. As a result, Tucker became the highest paid actor in Hollywood.
Wow.
When you hold that title, a ton of movie scripts come your way. However, the amount of scripts that Tucker was offered doesn't match up with the amount of films he actually appeared in. Since the year 2000, Tucker was only seen in 4 films, 2 of them being a part of the Rush Hour franchise. How does Tucker go from being one of the most bankable stars in Hollywood to rarely being seen at all? Here's why Chris Tucker disappeared from Hollywood.
It happens all the time.
Chris Tucker made his stand-up debut on Def Comedy Jam in 1992 and had one of the most memorable sets. The electrifying set catapulted Tucker into stardom, as he was cast in small roles like The Meteor Man and House Party 3. That same year, Tucker tried his hand at drama in the film Dead Presidents. 1997 would be the year Chris Tucker would make an even bigger impact in the industry, because he would go on to release 3 films: Money Talks, The Fifth Element, and a small role in Jackie Brown.
Y'all remember The Fifth Element? Y'all don't talk about that. To me, that's not one of his best roles ever, but I did like. I thought he played a very funny character in that movie. If you guys never seen Fifth Element, it's a very weird ass movie, but the character he plays is hilarious.
Year after that, Tucker would reunite with Brett Ratner, the director of Money Talks, for Rush Hour, arguably his most recognizable role globally. Rush Hour was a huge hit for audiences, grossing over $244 million worldwide.
Damn.
And after the success of Rush Hour, Tucker would earn $20 million and $25 million for his respective sequels. Now, the highest paid actor in Hollywood, Tucker was able to be more selective with his next projects, which served as one of the reasons his fans started seeing him less.
Really?
It's been reported that Chris Tucker became a born-again Christian a few years later after filming Friday. This change would ultimately be another reason why he declined to return as Smokey in the Friday sequels, as he felt the character wasn't a suitable role model.
He declined?
With his newfound faith, it's understandable that Tucker declined on other roles that he felt didn't align with his spiritual journey.
In his process of trying to go to the next level within his comedy, he had a what you call a Christian comedy crash without letting it flow automatically. Once you step in that next level, no one can train you for that. No one can prepare you for that. You're on your own. And what happens when you cross that line into show business, you go into a whole nother world that you cannot predict. And that's what happened to Chris.
According to Vulture magazine.
Now, hold on, man. I want to talk. Now, I'm all for, you follow your beliefs, you follow the religion which you believe in, you have every right to. But at the same time, like he said, his career had just catapulted. Like he had just did Fridays, like he did Rush Hour, which to me is not even arguably is his most recognizable role besides Fridays. At least to me, that's what I think. So he had just started. So I don't know he was a high paid actor in Hollywood. The fact he had made $20 million plus $25 million from those films is crazy. I mean, he only made $3 million from Rush Hour, which is really low. But I don't think they were expecting it to be as big as it was. But even still, it's like when you can tell a little thing, you have to keep going. I understand some roles he turned down. Like I didn't know he even turned down the play Smokey in turn because I guess it doesn't. I didn't even know that, or that he turned down other roles. Because I was saying Chris Tucker, he was blown up to me, so I always thought, well, I haven't seen him so many movies, and this makes more sense that he turned down probably a lot of roles where he was probably smoking, drinking, doing everything that normally Christians don't do, which is anything fun, basically. But what I'm saying is that it's difficult for you to be that type of person in Hollywood, especially like you said, like he should have took every role that was offered to him at that time. Like what are some it takes like every role that's ever been offered to him. It's like at the end of the day, it's a movie, it's money, right? So while I respect his beliefs, it's hard for me to just be like like I don't think he should have did that. I think that killed his career. Like he kind of like for him to be the highest paid actor in Hollywood, he had all these roles coming from him just turned down because they didn't fall in line with his beliefs. I think it was kind of a dumb. So, like I said, you are more entitled to believe in your beliefs and following your footage. But when you're acting, you're on Hollywood. If you want to make it, sometimes you're gonna have to compromise your belief if you want it that bad. And that's what that's. Other people don't, but sometimes you do, and that's what I'm saying. I think for him, like turn down probably. I don't know what the roles were, but definitely turning down to come back as Smokey in the Friday sequels, and even though it was never made, or to turn I mean that Friday sequel so that's why he wasn't. Oh, okay. So sorry guys, listen. Or change other roles, it's bad because it makes you look bad because you turn out roles like I said because they don't allow your beliefs, but in Hollywood, you shit about your beliefs. That's just how it goes.
Tucker was in talks to have a part in Lethal Weapon 4. The character was Detective Lee Butters. Chris Rock would go on to get the role. A shooting conflict would prevent Tucker from accepting the final offer, as filming overlapped between Rush Hour and Lethal Weapon 4. Filming of Lethal Weapon 4 began in January of 1998, but Rush Hour wouldn't end until February of 1998. Tucker was also in the running to appear in Any Given Sunday, which was released in 1999, right in between Rush Hour 1 and 2.
So he was
Tucker turned down the role of Willie Beeman, and the part eventually went to Jamie Foxx. The film and character would go on to highlight drugs, sex, and the fast life surrounding professional sports.
Yep.
Another role Chris was up for, the role of Jamal Walker in Black Knight.
Really?
Tucker signed on to the project back in 1999 after Rush Hour was released. Along with the director of the original Friday, F. Gary Gray, Tucker was going to earn between $13 million and $15 million for the film.
Damn.
According to the Chicago Tribune, both dropped out due to concerns over the script. Martin Lawrence accepted the role of Jamal Walker after the success of Big Mama's House, and he was reportedly paid $16.5 million.
Damn, so he's...
In 2002, there were rumors floating around of Tucker playing Inspector Clouseau in the reboot of The Pink Panther.
No! He was going to play... Like, come on, man. I love Chris Tucker, but I can't imagine him playing Inspector Clouseau as good as he did. I thought he was hilarious in Pink Panther. I don't know. I can't imagine really of him playing Pink Panther. But it's funny. It's funny the fact he turned down all those roles, and he turned out big money like that. Like that's crazy. Now for other roles, like you said, they were overlapping Rush Hour, and like I said, Rush Hour was like easily the biggest movies that he's been in, his biggest cast cow. So I understand why he didn't want to leave Rush Hour to go to the other movies. But someone, like you said, turn down some of these other roles because of like it's crazy. Like you just gave what 50? You gave him millions. Like I said, guys, it's hard to have faith and be successful in Hollywood when sometimes you may have to play a character that may compromise your faith. But if you want to make it, especially you want to keep paying, you want to keep living the lifestyle that you want to live, you're going to have to do that. But that's crazy. I did not know he was supposed to Inspector Cusco. That nigga was crazy. That is crazy. I did not know that.
After he attended a reading, It's unclear why Tucker didn't appear in
He had been the first Black Pink Panther.
the reboot, but the Pink Panther was a family film, so it wasn't because the role was too raunchy.
Yeah.
The role eventually went to Steve Martin, who also appeared in the film sequel in 2009.
Killed it. Hilarious.
2011's Tower Heist was a movie that was in development since as early as 2005.
Really?
Before it was finally released. Eddie Murphy originally conceived the idea as a Black Ocean's 11, starring Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Tracy Morgan, Martin Lawrence,
that would have
and of
been
course,
dope.
Chris Tucker. The all-star comedians would have played a group of disgruntled employees who planned to rob Trump Tower.
That would have been dope.
When the original plan fell through, Ben Stiller, Casey Affleck, and Matthew Broderick were cast. Tucker was also in talks of starring Django Unchained after Will Smith declined the role. According to a 2012 Rolling Stone interview, Tucker said one of the reasons for his absence in Hollywood was that he never found the right role. I'm just really picky. A lot of movies came my way, and a lot of them I just wasn't interested in. I was hoping something would come and be out of the box from what I've normally done, but I didn't find it. You'll be around longer if you don't do any and everything for money. Doing cool little roles is more important than starring in a big movie. That's just not that good.
I like that.
The New York Times did a profile on Chris Tucker in 2000 where the president of New Line Cinema Pictures spoke on Chris.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I like what he just said. Like, because it's important. Sometimes there are a lot of cool movies that people don't know about because they're overshadowed by these big, box office hits. But at the same time, like, if you want to keep making money and you want to keep living, you're going to have to take some of those roles. Even if they may not be as good, or that be like something that you're super interested in. It's like, I understand you're saying once you've been around long enough, you don't just do everything for money. But actually, Christian ended up going broke a couple years, later. He ended up going broke and had the power of bankruptcy. So it's kind of like, if he had took a lot of these roles, like, he probably would have had a lot more money. So they're like, I don't know what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to be that way in Hollywood, to be picky. Because like you said, like Samuel Jackson, he take every movie comes his way. And I'm pretty sure there are tons of movies that interest him that he takes as well. But it's kind of like, you're an actor. Your job is to play in movies. That's how you live. That's how you eat. That's how you survive. You should just, and I'm not saying you should just do whatever role you want. Like I said, you're allowed to live how you want to live. Listen, if you're like a certain faith and you're like in that role, doesn't go along with your faith, or you just don't find interest, you're more than free to turn back. But you also have the consequence of that, like you're turning down potential money that you could be making from this role, and you don't know what could happen. Like he said, like a lot of these cool little movies, yeah, they might be cool, but they don't make you much money as a big box office movie because you're not going to be seen as much. You get what I'm saying? Like, I respect him. I respect him for what he said. Like I said, I love Chris Tucker, but at the same time, it's kind of like you're an actor, man, and like everything, you got to eat the way you got to eat, right?
This is selective nature. Oh, they all think Chris is crazy. He won't jump at an open checkbook. And people out here get frustrated. Chris is picky. They get impatient when they can't get him in their lousy scripts. But Chris is not just another actor for hire. He wants to have a long career. 6 years passed between Rush Hour 2 and 3, and Chris didn't do any movies in between. After Rush Hour 3, it wasn't another 5 years before Chris was seen on movie screens again, which was Silver Linings Playbook in 2012.
I never saw
In interviews, Tucker has claimed that he wanted to do more serious films, which explains why his last 2 movies have gone in that direction.
Okay.
I want to do something that excites me, that is different and fun.
That's what happened to a lot of me.
Now, in the same interview, Tucker even admitted how working with serious actors benefited his skills on camera. Working with them helped me grow and be a better actor.
I get that.
When speaking to the Daily Beast, Tucker said, "The break wasn't planned. It just happened that way. I waited a long time and the right things weren't coming to me. The roles I was offered weren't that challenging, so I started trying to develop a bunch of projects for myself." The projects that Tucker is referring to is a political comedy where Tucker would play the president. The film has been in development as early as 1999, and while doing press for Rush Hour 3 in 2007, Tucker still had plans to produce the film. However, when Obama was elected the first black president in 2008, the project seems to have been scrapped. According to Vulture magazine, as a part of research for the movie, Tucker visited troops in Virginia and consulted with Nelson Mandela, Jesse Jackson, and Bill Clinton, who wanted a cameo. Another project Tucker was developing for himself was under the name Double O Soul.
I would love to see that.
Chris Tucker has been attached to the project since 1998, and Tucker would have played a spy, similar to the Austin Powers franchise.
That would have been fun.
Mariah Carey was set to co-star, but the film never took off. In a 2012 interview with The Guardian, Tucker said, "I would love to do more serious movies because people haven't seen me do a lot of that." With a lack of film projects to promote, it seems that this would serve as a reason why Tucker doesn't do much press and is rarely discussed in entertainment news these days. Besides movies, Tucker has made a return to the stage that got him notoriety. In 2013, he hosted the BET Awards and released a stand-up film, Chris Tucker Live, in 2015 on Netflix. The special would come and go without leaving a distinct impact. Tucker has been secretly popping up in comedy clubs around Atlanta, Georgia, in between theater shows across the country. In 2020, Tucker would announce his World Comedy Tour, but due to the coronavirus outbreak, it appears that potential dates have been postponed. There have been rumors of a fourth Rush Hour since the release of Rush Hour 3 back in 2007. However, according to People magazine back in April 2019, Jackie Chan denied that a fourth film was happening. Chan's management company released a statement that cleared up the false information that Chan would be starring in Rush Hour 4 and The Karate Kid 2. The statement was released days after Tucker posted a picture of him and Chan together, holding up 4 fingers. Tucker spoke to ABC Audio in October 2019 and said that he and Chan are talking about possibly doing something else. Me and Jackie Chan are talking about doing something new and something different. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get something going real soon. We're looking at a lot of different projects. We'll see which one comes together first. Whether or not Rush Hour 4 actually does happen, one thing for sure is that fans of Tucker would love to see him back on screens again.
I would.
No matter the project, Chris Tucker still has the same charismatic persona and the same Michael Jackson moves that originally won over audiences. Tucker's absence continues to go noticed as people around the world wonder, will he ever return again?
Well, guys, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And man, that was very insightful. First of all, I respect him. Like I respect he was trying to. I really do. I don't want to sound come over. Oh, I was saying he was wrong for what he did. No, he wasn't wrong. It's just I felt like it wasn't right for the moment, at least money wise. Because, you know, him turning all these roles for these movies, like I said, I understand he wanted to do something different. He wanted to do something, you know, unique. He wanted to be more serious. That happens with a lot of comedians. A lot of comedians, you play the same character. Like, Kevin Hart played the same character in a lot of his movies. He's the screaming, funny guy that gets hits a lot and screams a lot. That's why we had that movie, I can't remember the movie it's called, with he's helping the old white billionaire in a wheelchair. And while it was still funny, he said that kind of funny answer. He did play it was like a much more serious movie, which I really like. I like seeing actors go on to do different things and go on so they have more ability just to play one type of character or one type of character trope. So I appreciate the fact he was trying to play more serious roles and that he was doing projects. I'd love to see that spy movie project things, but it's like I felt like if he had took some of those roles, then maybe like he would have like the money, or he would still have the name to be able to do some of those projects. I don't know. Like I that's just what I think. There's also another thing, like if when you're a comedian and you're going around and you know, why do they always seem to stop, you know, or stop doing stand-up when they get big roles? And that's something I've always been interested about, because sorry guys, the door, but it's something I've always been interested about because, like, you know, when you can draw on a big prize, like me, like Kevin Hart, like he showed up, like, you know, football stadiums and and Madison Square Garden, you get so much money, like you can charge like $100 for a ticket, like over 100,000 people come. So my thing was, why do you like, at least in most comedians, what I've seen seem to stop doing stand up as they get bigger and get bigger roles? Because to me, it's like, and Chris Tucker, even if he wasn't in a movie, let's say he did what he did do his movies, he was so like the most popular actor in Hollywood at that time. Why didn't he continue doing stand up? Why he didn't like go around doing a bunch of stand up and a bunch of these big stages and everything, selling out and making money off of that? That's just something I always wondered. Like, why do they stop? Because especially if it's stand that got you here, like, you know what I'm saying, you could probably make maybe more selling out a giant stage that you would maybe doing like a big movie or a movie that doesn't do it. You get what I'm saying? That could have like fed him while he wasn't doing the movies that he's doing, they still could have kept his name out there because he just would be doing all these big shows. Like you say, he could have been making stand-up movies. Like, I don't know. That's just my thought, guys. But I don't want to really get too long. But again, guys, this is very exciting. I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, shout out to Comedy Hype. Please also go check out the channel. I will check the link down below the channel in the description as well as a link to his reveal, as well as all my social media. Please go find me there. If you guys like my stuff, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video as well. And let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think? What do you think about? Do you think he was right for what he did? Do you think, like I said, I'm not saying he's wrong. I appreciate everybody who's trying to evolve from what they usually are. So I appreciate that. But I just felt maybe even if he did touch the role he was interested, it just could at least kept his name in there and in Hollywood, so he could have. You get what I'm saying, guys? Let me know your thoughts down below. And one of the things I'm react to is more stuff with Comedy Hype. Like this, I love learning about this stuff and learning what happened to some of my favorite actors that I was growing up. So I love Chris Tucker. So again, and I would love to see him on a big screen again. Rush Hour 4. I would love to see him and try to do something else, but I want to Rush Hour 4. I'm sorry. I would love to see this, but just give us a Rush Hour 4 first, please, guys. Anyway, guys, let's get reaction. I'm out. Peace.